today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 2 of the NFL.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first-round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Suck up on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The numbers for McCaffrey last week: 13 carries, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
Well, they set a nice tone in Week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
From the 29, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
The quarterback forced out of bounds.
Here come the Buccaneers, led by their new quarterback for 2020. Of course, you know the story by now. His 21st season, first in Tampa. It's Tom Brady.
Well, partner, how many times do we talk about it going into a season? At some point, we have to figure that age is going to catch up to Tom Brady. But how long have we been wrong about that? I'd say probably about the last 10 years. Last year, he threw for over 4,000 yards again. Should go over 75,000 passing yards in his career early this season. He's still got it. And what a new challenge he's got in Tampa Bay. Excited about the opportunity.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second and 5 now. Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Brady to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Complete to
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Brady again. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
With the carry for
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Bridgewater. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Levante David came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Third down.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of
They
6.
face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Brady now on 1st down. He sets up the screen to Jones. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Every time I see Yetur Gross-Matos complete a play like that, I'm reminded of what I saw from him at Penn State. Willowy is the description I wrote down in my book. Long and angular, loves to play on the edge. In fact, I asked him about that in the process leading up to the draft. He says, I want to be outside in space where I can work upfield against those tackles. And how about the moves that he exhibits getting to the quarterback?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
4-yard line.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. He'll have a first down inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
2nd down and goal. Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point try now for Succop. And it is now 21-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
their own 25.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Bridgewater. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score, garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 21-0 our score after 1.
The score, Buccaneers 21, Panthers 0.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. The veteran Rasul Douglas able to break that one up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. If 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
26-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
A gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete.
Bridgewater's pass.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
And 8 yards.
Bridgewater now. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Incomplete.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
To Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Open man is Ross, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. The wide receiver, the ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
They did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Jones again.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a draw play. This is Jones.
45-yard line.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First throw now for the backup Kaepernick. Being chased out left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Jones, 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that they don't start to slow him down. It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. So we got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from a yard out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Succop for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Bridgewater. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
For the Panthers.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Ross on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading him out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the race. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
Bridgewater to throw it. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pick up a 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. 12 yards there and a first down.
And a Panther first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And now it's second down.
Makes it second and 10.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he locates Walker, complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
First and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Forced out to his, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Teddy Bridgewater. As the first half is winding down, and the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returning it, John Ross. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up second.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charlie trip around the E&T Stadium in Arlington.